Hi, boys and girls. Coming up April 22nd is Earth Day. And so we're going to be doing some stories about Earth Day. And I have a story called Earth Day Hooray. I love this page too. Earth Day Hooray. Soda cans. Woo-hoo. All right. This place is a mess, said Ryan. That's why we're cleaning it up, said Carly. Come on, pitch in. The Maple Street School Save the Planet Club was cleaning up Gilroy Park, the site of this year's Earth Day celebration. They picked up candy wrappers, crumpled newspapers, empty coffee cups, old flyers, lost tennis balls, and lots of aluminum cans. Yeah, some parks can get unbelievably messy. You know, said Ryan, even after we're finished cleaning the park, it won't look all that great. It could really use some flowers at the entrance. Gilroy Park had a few trees and some grass, but that was it. If we take all these cans to the recycling center instead of throwing them away, Ryan continued, they'll give us money for each can. Maybe we can make enough to buy some flowers for the plants. Some flowers to plant. Yeah, I can read. In 1999, recycling and composting kept 64 billion tons of trash from ending up in landfills or being burned, which pollutes the air. So recycling can make a huge difference. 64 billion tons? Wow, that's a lot. Mrs. Watson, the club's advisor, thought Ryan's idea was fantastic. She said, if you can get 5,000 cans, that should be enough for some really beautiful flowers. I bet we won't find that many, said Luke. Companies pay recyclers about $1 billion a year to buy aluminum. So all of the cans and those pop tabs that we collect, that's what they're buying for the aluminum because they make new cans then using the aluminum. So collecting pop tabs is good too. The club sorted the cans they found. Ryan, Carly, and Luke filled small bags with 10 cans each. And when they had 10 small bags, they put them in a big bag that held 100 cans so that it would be easier to count. They ended up with 3 big bags of 100, 5 small bags of 10, and 9 single cans. They left the bags near the trash bins so that Mrs. Watson could pick them up that evening. That's a total of 359. I knew we couldn't get 5,000. Great way to do it, Makes it easier to count. But the next morning at school, Mrs. Watson called Ryan, Carly, and Luke to her desk. Bad news, she said. The trash collector at the park didn't realize the cans were recycling. He took them to the dump with the rest of the trash. I knew it, said Luke. I knew we'd never do it. Don't give up, said Ryan. We can still collect cans. We can have a can drive right here at school. I don't know, said Luke doubtfully. It will only work if a lot of people bring in cans. Americans use more than 80 billion aluminum cans in a year. Americans save 247 million pounds of paper every day to be reused and recycled. That's a lot. So instead of filling up the garbage dumps and everything, we're recycling and reusing that. Earth Day, hooray, cans recycled so far. Help us reach our goal of 5,000 and plant flowers in Gilroy's Park. The custodian, Mrs. Jones, set up a barrel in the hallway. Luke made a big sign. Mrs. Watson helped Ryan print up a flyer announcing their goal. Carly drew cartoons. It takes only 60 days for an aluminum can to be turned in, melted down, and made into a new one. So in 2 months. So between now and the end of the school year, if we were to save cans right now and recycle them, by the end of the school year, they could be a new can. In the year 2000, Americans recycled more than 1,500,000 pounds of plastic bottles. Again, that's a lot, and that's awesome. Why keep making new when you can use the old stuff? The next day, a few kids brought in cans. After school, Ryan, Carly, and Luke went to check out the barrel. They sorted cans into bags. They had 5 small bags of 10 and 6 single cans. That makes 56. We'll never get anywhere at this rate. Carly wrote 56 on the sign. We need to get more kids to help, she said. Yeah, just a few people can't do it all. Need lots of help. Carly, Luke, and Ryan got permission to visit every class and ask for help with the can drive. Carly worked all night so she'd be ready. We can do it. Oh, isn't that cute? In the year 2000, Americans recycled 1,900,000,000 pounds of aluminum. The first Earth Day celebration was April 22nd, 1970. About 20 million people participated. After school, Ryan, Carly, and Luke stopped at every park and field and picked up every can they saw. So they're really working hard, aren't they? Yeah, and if we work together, we can make it happen. All right. The next morning, Ryan, Carly, and Luke brought their cans to school. They went by the barrel to drop them off. Look at all these cans, said Carly. I knew it would work. At recess, they counted the cans. They ended up with 6 bags of 100s, 3 bags of 10, and 5 single cans. That's 635. Even more than we had at the park. Carly wrote the number on the sign. Mrs. Watson walked by. You're going to need bigger bags, she said. I'll bring in some tomorrow. And we had 56 yesterday, so added up, it's 691. So when you add what they had yesterday to what they had today, almost 700. When Ryan, Carly, and Luke checked the barrel the next day, it was overflowing. We better ask Mrs. Jones for some more barrels, said Carly. They had 1 bag of 1,000, 4 bags of 100, 8 bags of 10, and 3 single cans. That's 1,483. Carly wrote the total on the sign and remembered to put a comma between the 1,000 and the 100s. When we add it all up, what we already had, it's 2,174. That's still a long way from 5,000. Well, they're getting close to halfway. Maybe they can do it. Ryan, Carly, and Luke kept working. Luke put signs up all over school. On Saturday, the members of the Save the Planet Club knocked on every door in their neighborhoods. They handed out Ryan's flyers and carried big bags for people's empty cans. Recycling 1 aluminum can saves enough energy to keep a 100-watt light bulb burning for about 3.5 hours. Wow. I'm learning all kinds of facts. Oh my goodness, look at all of this. On Monday morning, Ryan, Carly, and Luke couldn't dump their cans in the collection barrels because they were already full. At recess, they counted the cans. By the time recess was over, they still weren't done. Mrs. Watson said they could skip spelling to finish counting. And you didn't think this was a good idea, Carly teased Luke. Great, no spelling today. Finally, they finished. They had 2 big, huge bags of 1,000, 8 bags of 100s, 5 small bags of 10s, and 2 single cans. That's almost 3,000. It's 2,852 to be exact. Luke wrote the numbers down. We did it, he shouted. And with the 2,174 we had before, it's 5,026. So they got to 5,000. Woohoo! That's a lot of cans. And I would want to keep all the pop tabs. Mrs. Watson took the cans to the recycling center right after school. And Saturday morning, she drove Carly, Luke, and Ryan to the plant nursery. They each picked out flowers in their favorite colors. Earth Day, hooray! That afternoon, the whole class came to Gilroy Park for the Earth Day celebration. The first thing they did was plant the flowers at the entrance. The park looked beautiful, and there wasn't a single piece of trash anywhere. So we got somebody dressed like a tree, got the beautiful flowers, water ecosystem, care for the air, plant a tree. Look, we got a fish and water, all kinds of stuff going on. And these are all things we can do to take care of our earth. Oh, and that's it. So, in the story, the boys and girls collected the cans for the aluminum. They turned it in and got money, and that money helped them buy the flowers to decorate the park. Just like them collecting the cans, we collect the pop tabs to help the Ronald McDonald House. The same sort of thing, in that the pop tabs get turned in for the money, and then the money goes to the Ronald McDonald House to help the families, which is very simple for us to do. We don't have to do anything special other than collect the pop tabs, which is fantastic. So, I want to know if you recycle at home. Do you recycle cans? Do you recycle plastic? Maybe glass, because glass can be melted down and reused. I think it's melted, or is it ground? Now I'm not so sure. I'm going to have to look that up. The aluminum cans. My family also recycles cardboard. So like the outside of the cereal boxes or the Amazon boxes that my husband is constantly ordering stuff. All of that we recycle. So that's what my family does. What do you do? What do you recycle? And remember, not only can we help the Ronald McDonald kids, we can help our earth. So please take care of our earth and recycle if you can. Let me know what you recycle. Have a great day, and we'll see you next week. Bye now.